Wahala, Ooni of Ife allegedly don dey play the last drum for dis Oloris. The last drum for their final warning. The last drum for them to know that he is about to commence the reversal ritual based on wetin we dey hear. That they are pushing him to the wall. You know, they say there is this tradition of Ile-Ife between the king and the wives. There are two drums a king can play for the wives. Either a drum of praise, of which we heard that Kabiyesi already played that for Mama Tadenikawo, and a drum of warning and anger that we heard now that Kabiyesi is playing for Blow Blow and Olori Calabash. My people, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Life Gist Plus. Carry your aproko seat, come sit down, let me gist you this, because most of you don't know about this drum. Some people who started earlier to listen to this must have heard about this drum. Kabiyesi can play two drums for his queens. A drum of praise, showering praises on the queen, and a drum of warning, of which if Kabiyesi play any drum of warning to any of the Oloris, may they just begin to pack their bag, because Kabiyesi will use that drum against them, that they did something to the extent that a drum was played for them. And that drum is an evidence that they have pushed the king to the wall. They have really pushed the king, and the king had no other option. That the king has tried all he could in order to resolve the issue, but at the end of the day, these people kept doing the worst and pushing him to the wall, and that the king has used several means in order to correct these Oloris. The king has used the royal sword to threaten them, and they feel they will not stop. This royal drum will serve as an evidence that anytime the king decides to take any other action on these Oloris, the courts of the land will bear him witness that he had played the final, the first warning drum for them, because I think this is the first warning drum. Kabiyesi has not played that drum for them before. Are you understanding? Are you following up so that you can understand really what we are talking about? So it's quite unfortunate that it has to be. Now, something is confusing here. Like you heard before, I don't know if you followed, if you go through my channel, I gisted about how everybody now agreed that it was Igbi who will now leave instead of Blow Blow and Olori Calabash, as they talked before, saying that them go first leave. Now, all of a sudden, they now said it is Igbi. But then, it was still this Blow Blow and Olori Calabash that Kabiyesi still played that warning drum for. How? So people are saying, why don't Kabiyesi just go ahead and pick Blow Blow and divorce her first? Instead of picking Blow Blow, instead of picking Igbi as a person that will be divorced, and now come back to play drum for Blow Blow. That no, it shouldn't work that way. That things should not work that way. People are saying no. But what we don't know is the reason why Igbi was picked. Like, we are still confused over that. Nobody has been able to give that reason. They said it's the chief makers who suggested. Meaning for them to suggest Igbi should be the one to leave, and Kabiyesi started already the 21 rituals, knowing fully well 21 days rituals were a farewell rituals for Igbi, knowing fully well that Blow Blow and Olori Calabash are the one tormenting Kabiyesi and Queen Naomi's throne. Can anybody give me a clue, an idea, if there is something that maybe you will say, maybe this is the reason, maybe this is the reason? Because right now, we don't even know the reason yet. So while we continue the gist, if you know the reason, you just comment on the comment section what you think that might be the reason why Igbi was picked amidst the people, the most two dangerous people in Ile-Ife, which is blow blow and Olori Calabash. So let's continue what we are saying. Now, this drum now is a drum of last, as the first warning, a drum to tell the courts that somebody, or either one person or two persons, are after Kabiyesi's throne. That this one person or two persons have really done something beyond forgivable offense, that they have done beyond forgivable offense, that they have really done something that really touched the king, that they have crossed their boundaries, that they have done a lot of things against the king and the queen, that in fact all the measures have been taken to correct them, that all this thing has been taken, and at the end of the day they were still not, they were still not corrected. At the end of the day, they were still doing what they were doing. At the end of the day, they didn't give a damn upon all the corrections that was given to them. Do you understand? So Kabiyesi and Queen Naomi have really tried for these people, giving them enough warning. But at the end of the day, they said no. They will not repent, they will not stop. So this drum that Kabiyesi is beating now is not to give, as an open up to the cause that this they have tried. And if at the end of the day these people did not succumb, they did not respect themselves, if at the end of the day they did not repent, then the next action that Kabiyesi is going to take against them, the courts will not be angry. Because we heard that these Oloris in the land of Ile-Ife, normally they're supposed to be treated like an egg, they're supposed to be treated with caution, they're supposed to be petted. Alright? So, but because of what they are doing, Kabiyesi come more eye for them. Kabiyesi know they beat them. They do them any evil. Kabiyesi just come out eye for them. You understand? That is what we heard Kabiyesi did because of what they did. So now this drum shows that Kabiyesi really wants to take any action. In case they start anything again, that is the first drum. It indicates to the cause that Kabiyesi is really going to take a very big action against them. Are you understanding the whole thing? Now, what is confusing us now is that these two women now that Kabiyesi is playing drums for, is it not better Kabiyesi pick any of them and send away? Now, why must it be Ibi? Because Kabiyesi did not beat drum for Ibi. They said it was just for Olori Calabash and blow blow that this drum was beaten for, a drum of warning. Some time ago, we heard Kabiyesi beat a drum of praise to praise Queen Naomi. Now, these women now said, Kabiyesi, you are beating a drum of warning for us, and you beat a drum of praise for Queen Naomi. What else do you expect Kabiyesi to do? Did you do as human being they do? Why they no go play drum of praise for you? If be say you people they do like human beings they do. Of course, if you do like human being they do, they go put a drum of praise for you. There is no two ways about it. Yes, they go praise you, give you a drum of praise. But if you do like animal, you now expect me they give you drum of praise. Like nobody go do that for you. Alright? So everything is now on Kabiyesi now. Like Kabiyesi have tried his best, and that is the reason for this drum. So the next time when you hear say Kabiyesi arrest the Oloris, because they say they cannot arrest the Oloris. Listen, these Oloris, they have bigger advantage. And that is why they are inside that place, that palace, they no one come out. They have better advantage in that place. That, hey, no matter what they do, nobody will give them, nobody will give a damn. Nobody can arrest them. If you arrest them, you just to take them, make the answer query. That day they are returning. All these arrests where they arrest them, no thing say they go sleep for kirikiri. But that day, they will return. They will be returned back to the palace peacefully. They go carry them like egg. But this drum where Kabiyesi they beat now, You get how Kabiyesi go beat this drum reach, maybe like the first, second, third, maybe up to seventh. Hey, now you go know say the court will now say, okay, go ahead with whatever you want to do. Because it's indicating to the court to look into these people and know whether this thing these people are doing, whether it is good. This thing what they do, is it really good? This thing what these people they do, why are they doing like this? Are they supposed to be doing this kind of thing, knowing fully well because they have freedom? Is a way of communicating to the courts that at the end of the day, you people should check well whether you support what these people are doing, because Kabiyesi is going to take action. All this while we go here say Kabiyesi raise royal sword. That ancient sword can harm anybody. That royal sword can buy anybody. But Kabiyesi is being very cautious with it, because the Oloris must not be touched, they must not be harmed. So Kabiyesi is a way of Kabiyesi communicating that, please, I've tried my best. So that the next time when the Kabiyesi don't beat this drum reach to extent, he can now use this ancient sword on them. If na wound, they wound them. If na buy them. The court will just understand that Kabiyesi have really tried. That at least he indicated that he has been trying his best. He will indicate that this Kabiyesi has tried, but this Olori still insisted that they will be doing what they're doing. How can they be comparing their own drum to Kabiyesi's own? How? Sorry, to Queen Naomi's own. Are they Queen Naomi? Do they do things like Queen Naomi? Do they treat Kabiyesi well like Queen Naomi do? Do they have sense like Queen Naomi? Do they love Kabiyesi like Queen Naomi? Do they respect themselves, most importantly, like Queen Naomi? Are their hands clean as Queen Naomi's hand? These are many more things we should be asking. Yes, these are many more things we should be asking. Because some people don't already they chook mouth for the matter, say, Kabiyesi, why will you now play this kind of drum for these people? Why will you do this? Why will you do that? Why will you play this drum? It is too early. You would have given them some chance. Look at people saying Kabiyesi should give this Oloris chance. Chance to what exactly? Because I'm not understanding. Chance to what exactly are Kabiyesi giving these people? Chance to continue what they are doing? For how long will they continue to maltreat Kabiyesi? Because as it is now, this is a total maltreating. They are maltreating Kabiyesi because they are taking advantage of the fact that they cannot be harmed, they cannot be touched. They are taking that advantage, and it is not good. It is not good at all. Make people know they support evil. Make people know they support these Oloris. Do you know why? Because if you can't they support them, I hope say when this kind of thing come your way, you go like them. Don't be surprised that a lot of people are busy supporting these Oloris. Say, make Queen Naomi give them chance to enjoy Kabiyesi. Make Queen Naomi give them chance to enter private jets. Have you asked yourself why Kabiyesi give them gap? Do you think Kabiyesi will marry women and just decide to give them gap like that? No. But because of what they did and what they're still doing, that is why Kabiyesi decided to give them gap, and they continue to do it. So this drum where Kabiyesi play for them is the first drum warning for them to know, say, Kabiyesi had enough of them and made them amend their ways now before it is too late. Not amending their ways in such a way that they'll be expecting Kabiyesi to take them back. No, but at least may they stop already, because this is Kabiyesi telling the courts that I have had enough of these people. So when I start taking actions on them, nobody should blame me for touching them or for hitting them or for doing them anything or for giving them any punishments. That is the reason why this drum is played. Make una chook mouth for this matter, my people. Do you think it is too early for Kabiyesi to play this drum, as some people are saying, Or do you think that Kabiyesi is taking the right step? I'm going to give you updates. Kindly note that all these are alleged information.